Good morning, year 7. This is Miss Lass, your maths teacher. Unfortunately, I cannot be with you today, but I still want you to have a good maths lesson. That's why I prepared this presentation. So, you should have your books on your tables in the starter activity. Today's learning objective is to be able to compare and order negative integers and to be able to compare and order decimals. Just as a quick reminder, integers are whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, and negative integers would be -1, -2, -3, and so on and so forth. On the starter activity, question C and D is something that we have not revised yet, so if you are not sure how to answer that, it's fine. Okay, so now you have 6 minutes. Pause the video and get on with the starter. Here are the answers. Mark them with a green pen. So now pause the video and take about 1 minute to mark it. Okay, make sure that you copy learning objective and the date, underline it, glue your starter activity in your books, draw the line across your page with a pencil using your ruler, and let's start the lesson. Before we move on to our main learning objective, I want to tell you a little about the homework that we will be completing this year. It all will be done online on a webpage called hegartymaths. I would like you to write this now in your books. Homework, hegartymaths. Let's take about 10 seconds. You should all have words hegartymaths in your book. 3 more seconds. And let's move on. So we chose this virtual learning system because it really supports students. It supports the learning at home. Just let you know, there are 3 things that will help you thrive in maths: positive attitude and the right mindset, working hard, and support. The first 2 is something that you have to work on your own. The third one, the support, is something that it's up to us. So at school, your support is your teacher, which is me, and at home you will have a hegartymaths to help. So here we've got some helpful quotes, inspiring quotes from successful people, and I think they are really inspiring. Michelle Obama said, "No one is born smart. No one is born to be able to read, write, and do maths. All of this comes from hard work." David Beckham emphasizes the importance of practice, and he says that's how he succeeded, by practicing. So if you want anything in life, you have to work, and then work some more. Will Smith says that, whereas talent is something you are born with, skill is more important. Skill you can only obtain through hours and hours of hard work, and talent will always fail without skill. So all those successful celebrities tell us how important it is to work hard and practice in order to succeed in life. Nothing comes for free. Hegartymaths supports your learning at home. So you should never get stuck, as you always get hegartymaths, useful videos from hegartymaths to help you and explain you. I will tell you a little bit more about it now. In here is a little bit more background about Mr. Hegarty, who's a very successful maths teacher who won several awards and been on TV and made this webpage for all students to aid their learning. So now we're going to talk about our weekly homework routines. So what you will need to do is to complete the task that will be set by me online. As a matter of fact, there are already 2 tasks for you set online about things that we've practiced. It will take about 30 to 45 minutes to complete them. You will be expected to watch the video, take notes, write down the questions as neatly as you can, mark your own work, make corrections, and write down your scores at the end. I will not be checking your homework physically, as in I will not see the books that you write in because of the current situation that we are in. Hopefully in the future that's what will be taking place, but for the time being I will be seeing your work by checking online how long you spend on each question and how long you spend on watching videos and learning. So how does hegartymaths look like? For each topic that you will be set as a homework, you will have to watch a video, take notes, and then complete the quiz. So you'll have to watch the video, take notes of modeled examples, and answer questions in the quiz. It's very important that you take notes of model examples, as rewriting questions aid your long-term maths memory, and you will create nice notes to revise from in the future. Write down every question, always show all your workings. Even if you can answer questions in your head, it's still right to write down all your workings, because this is a part of being a great mathematician. Make sure you mark and self-correct your work. So if something is wrong, cross it off and correct it with a green pen. What to do if you get stuck? First of all, you should try to rewatch the videos and make notes again and see if doing it for the second time helps. The other way of going about it would be to looking at other videos which are a little bit easier than the one you do, because the one that you are doing is usually built on something that you've already learned previously. So another idea would be to complete the previous videos to boost your knowledge and widen your understanding of the particular subject, and then it should be easier to build on it and do the questions which you're asked to do. Another way to go about being stuck is to press Get Help button, which is in the top right corner, and then it opens the video that walks you through exactly the same example, just with a different number. So not exactly, it's a similar example with different numbers. So then after watching this example, you can have a go at the one that you were stuck with and see if that helps. You need to make sure that you watch the video that is connected to the task that you are set. It might be very hard, you might struggle to answer the questions if you don't revise by watching the video and taking notes. If you consistently are getting low scores and it's shown that you're not watching the videos, you will be reminded of that. It means you will be getting messages, do watch videos before completing the question. hegartymaths is a very useful tool supporting your learning of maths at home. If you use it properly, it will really develop your understanding of maths and helps boost your knowledge. So there are some testimonials from students who said that really after watching so many videos, answering so many questions, they managed to get a higher grade in the final exams. And this one I find quite funny. Maths used to be a sign of defeat. Can you see what he did there? But now it's as easy as pie. It's quite clever there, isn't it? Anyway, students who use it properly end up enjoying it. It also shows you and me how many skills you acquired, how long you spend on it, and You see, like, for example, the student that is here, after spending nearly 90 hours and acquiring 925 skills, achieved grade 9, being predicted grade 5. So it really shows us that if you work well and use homeworks correctly, it really develops your understanding of maths. hegartymaths also shows you in which areas you've achieved 100%, and it's in that they are colored green, in which you got over 70, which are amber, or in which you achieved below 70%, which are red. The blue ones are the ones that you have not completed yet. So this shows you which part of maths, which topics you need to still revise. hegartymaths produces tailored quiz, tailored to you. So it remembers all the mistakes that you've made in the past and generates 5 quick questions based on your weak areas in order for you to practice it more and master those skills. If you completed all your homework and you would like to practice some more, you will be given foundation list, the skills list. Well, in general, the list of skills and list of videos that you still can practice. So if you would like to learn something on your own at home, or you know that you're not sure about certain parts of maths, you'll have a list of things with the videos, and I will also refer to those videos in the lesson as well. So then you can watch the videos and practice those skills at home on your own. This is how the example of questions looks like on the hegartymaths. You will be given personalized revision quizzes as well, which you can complete on your own at home. After collecting your personalized quizzes, you will be getting stamps which you'll be collecting. Also, you can compete with your classmates and try to be the best in a given week. So remember, you are not on your own, and working hard pays off. Believe in yourself, work hard, and take advantage of the support that you get at school and at home, and that will all give you a success in maths. To log into hegartymaths, you just need to Google hegartymaths, open the website, and log in as a student with your school email address. And then I believe it's a date of birth that you need to put in. Just follow the instructions in there. If you have any questions, I will give you my email address at the end of today's lesson, so you can email me. Make sure that you log in this week and complete 2 tasks which are already set for you about the things that we've already learned in maths. Okay, so we are going to move on to our main lesson. So let's have a look at the content. Let's see what we've already done. So we are covering place value. We are learning about the place value. We've already learned how to write numbers from words and into words. We've learned about decimal place value, tenths, hundredths, and thousandths part of the units. We wrote decimals from words. We learned about place value holders, zeros. We are going to do odd and even numbers on the next lesson. We've already done some comparing and ordering integers, and today we are going to learn and practice comparing and ordering negative integers and comparing and ordering decimals. So let's start. So let's talk about the integers in general using a number line. Obviously, comparing 2 numbers is saying which one is smaller, which one is bigger, or if they are equal. On the number line, the numbers get bigger as we move to the right, from the left to the right, they are ordered in ascending way, or they are getting bigger. So let's have a look at the number line. Somewhere in here in the middle, I'm going to put a 0. Then, as we move to the right, the numbers goes up. I'm going to put only integers on the number line. So we've got 1, 2, and so on. Now, I'm going to write something incredibly easy. So if I want to compare positive integers, for example, 1 and 2, I know that 2 is obviously bigger than 1 because it's to the right of the number line. Yeah, it's to the right. On the number line is to the right of 1. So 2 is a greater number and 1 is smaller. And I'm sure that you all know that this sign points towards the smaller number and kind of eats the bigger one. Okay, easy. Now when we look at the negative numbers, which are to the left of 0, so next one is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on and so forth. Still, as we move from the left to the right, it's the same rule. The numbers get greater, they get bigger, they are in ascending order. So in this case, when we talk about the negative numbers, we can think about the numbers which are closer to 0 are bigger. So in this case, if we want to compare -1 and -2, we can see that -1 is closer to 0 than -2. Or -1 is to the right, so it must be bigger. One way to think about it is to think about which number is closer to the 0 if there are two negative numbers, or which number is to the right of the other on the number line. And my favorite way, and this is the way that I always think about it, is when I've got to compare two negative numbers, I pretend that they are positive first. Then I think which one is greater and then do the opposite. So I know that 1 is smaller than 2, so -1 is bigger than -2 because it's the opposite. Now is my favorite I do, we do part. Today you will be writing we do in your books because I'm not there. I cannot assess your learning by checking what you wrote on your mini whiteboard. So write this for today's lesson in your books. Okay, any negative number is smaller than 0. So we write the sign this way, pointing to the smaller, so pointing to -70. So now we've got 30 seconds to do the same with the we do. Okay, so don't pause the video. 30 seconds starting now. Five seconds left. Okay, so now green pen and put the tick if you've got this right. So 10, which is positive, is greater than -1. Okay, now next question. I'll do for you -270 or 70. Any positive number is always greater than the negative. So again, our sign points to the smaller one. So points to -215. Now, you are really good mathematicians. So 20 seconds to do we do in your books. Okay, the time is up. Green pens mark your own work. Again, a negative number is smaller than the positive. So minus 121 is smaller than 110. Okay, so now pause the video and take about 5 minutes to do those questions in your box, and then you will self-mark it. So place the correct symbol. And here we've got answer. Mark them with green pen. You should pause the video and take about 2 minutes to do it. Now we will compare two negative integers. I do bit, you will do we do bit in your books. Okay, so I need to compare minus 477 and minus 470. Like I said, there are 3 ways of going about it. First of all, thinking which of them is closer to 0. Okay, that's the bigger number. So in this case, going to be minus 470. Or which number is to the right of the other, and on the number line, minus 470 is to the right of minus 477 on the number line. So minus 470 is greater. And the third way, which is my favorite, is to compare those numbers without the minus in front of them. So 477 and 470. I know that 477 is greater, but because there is minus, it's the opposite. So minus 477 is smaller than minus 470. Remember, it only works when both of the numbers are negative. Okay, now 30 seconds to do we do bit in your books. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. So minus 477 is greater than minus 1470. Mark it with the green pen. So tick it if it's right or cross if it's wrong. Okay, now I'm going to do another question and you will do the other one in your books. Okay, again, which one is greater, minus 2,477 or minus 1,470? So I know that 2,000 is greater than 1,000, so minus 2,000 will be smaller than minus 1,000, okay? So minus 2,477 is smaller than minus 1,470. Okay, now you're expert mathematicians, so 20 seconds to do we do example. This is what we're doing now. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. So 2072 is greater, so minus 2072 must be smaller. Okay, tick your answer and let's move on. Or cross it if it's wrong. Correct it.